Hello everyone and welcome to VanillaTV. My name is Comedian and you're joining me tonight for ABC Tuesdays. Of course, I'm the C out of the equation, but our B has gone to the cinema with his lady. Horrible ladies. Women. What do you do with them? Anyway, the A of tonight is gonna be, of course, the lovely Acidrenix. And how you doing?
Good evening. Yeah, I'm doing good. Just watched a nice exciting map for the first one and just hoping this one can be the same, if not better.
Definitely. And this is, of course, Crackland versus Quarantine on the second map. CP Gravelpit with the first score, going 4-1 to Crackland. Anyway, looking for Crackland. Seems like they're just gonna go towards A point, nothing to be, and Quarantine, no sentries, just a regular 6v6 setup.
Right, see the question here is going to be, are they going to leave their medic in spawn? It does look like he is staying in there, so it is the scouts. They're not even on A. Hidden sticky trap, well spotted by both of the scouts there. Those stickies are cleared out. That was going to be a blind det by Fuck there. And actually MatnuN went down. I believe he probably jumped out to try and force the Uber out, which he might as well do.
He was trying to go via A, trying to not get scouted, but scouts saw him, took him down.
Right, okay, just onto the teams quickly. I would favour Crackland on this map as well. They have had some lineup changes, but as I recall, Crackland are a very good team at staying together, apart from ReveraL, who tends to jump off and do his thing. But I'm worried that Quarantine are going to be a little bit all over the place in this map. And you'll see when Crackland push in, if they're still playing the same kind of style that they used to play, they literally stick really close together and like glue, which can make them susceptible to a lot of damage. But well, we'll hold that thought for the moment because they have Ubered in. Both Ubers have actually been popped.
Yeah, no kills. No kills yet right there. See, two soldiers onto the roof right there from a Quarantine. Seems like one of them has been gone down, but look at that, a lot of kills right there. Everyone's sort of stuck together and got absolutely demolished. Just ReveraL getting out of there. Good, good play.
Fuck dealing a lot of damage out there, and soldier up on the roof also dealing a lot of damage. So Crackland failing that first push. It's not the end of the world, as well. It's Gravelpit. It's fine, and the difference they're doing this time, ReveraL's running sniper. Now Quarantine aren't running anything dodgy. They are using their scouts. It's very viable, as we said before. Any strategy is viable on this. Sniper, I believe, has probably been called. Actually, he's trying to get a shot over on the soldier, misses that shot. Soldier's trying to still put some pressure on him, being a bit brave sitting up there because one headshot and a sticky. There's a shot on him. There we go. Headshotted and finished off by MatnuN, and now Crackland going to carry some momentum, having taken down both the soldiers. That goes their, well, there goes their roof presence. Scouts flanking behind the medic, has managed to force out the Uber, but Crackland aren't going to be able to do anything with this push,
well,
and probably going to retreat.
The next push, however, that is the important one. They're going to be able to switch out ReveraL to scout again. Not sure if they're going to be doing that, but they have 100% Uber, so they're in no problem at all.
The thing is, they're already out of the spawn, and I believe they are probably flanking round. Yeah, they're flanking round 3C. They have been called by a scout, so this is not going to be a surprise, but there is still that sniper who's going actually round to the rocks. He's going to be in a great position. He's forced all of the players away from that choke. This should allow Crackland to come in from that top entrance pretty much uncontested, and now they've swapped ground. So now it looks like the red team's attacking here when in fact they're defending, and soldier up on the roof trying to chase the other soldier around the house. He might get taken down here. Long distance rockets not quite doing the damage, and Crackland now have the presence of the roof. Demerman's also going over quite aggressively onto them. Quarantine have to, Uber's forced by ReveraL, who spawned. That was the sniper that went down earlier, and they're pushing up quite aggressively on them, and well, this is just messy. It's very messy from both teams.
Look at that, scout onto the medic. Kritzonite, look at that, 11 hit points. You are so weak. Just one small sticky or one small pipe is gonna absolutely demolish it, and Demerman is on top, but he is spotted and you think he's gonna get taken down. Soldier is up there as well, gonna be able to take down John there, MatnuN. Actually, that was Tarkus. Where is MatnuN? There we go. He's jumping in onto the medic, but doesn't manage to take him down, and Kritzonite is back at 150 health. He is all fine. Now, I just want to ask, when you're playing Gravelpit, do you run an engineer?
On defense, I take it.
Yeah, on defense. Oh, on offense. You can run an engineer on offense as well.
You can run it on offense. You can put an SG covering their spawn in C, and then push through, and then it might delay any respawners. On defense, again, it's they're all viable strategies. It really depends on how you want to play it, and I think teams just learn that with experience as to which one suits their style better. I think Quarantine are relying a lot on the deathmatch of their scouts. I mean, we've got BeaVerN there, 8 points sitting on top of his team, so that's obviously working out well for them. And on top of that, they Crackland haven't managed to really do much.
Yeah, even when they had a massive Uber advantage, they just cycled through and gave Quarantine the chance to build that Uber up.
Yeah, they have a lot of width when they're defending. They can keep their players kind of separate so they don't all take the same damage, but at the same time they can regroup and come in. Like right now they've got such a wide spread on the defense. One soldier sitting at the back, a scout covering the back route as well. The Ubers have been popped and well, they're pretty much over now. Medic's actually getting chased by a scout, he gets taken down. So Quarantine with the first mistake there, but they have managed to take down the 2 Crackland soldiers. Now we're going to see what these Quarantine scouts can do, because it's pretty much them and the 2 soldiers versus a demo medic. They're not going to win that fight. Oh, ReveraL killing a couple, and oh my word, Royze coming in, finishing him off. He's going to get this kill as well. He goes down, and there's just Nace. Nace manages to take down ReveraL, and they're going to get the respawns in time. Crackland aren't going to have the bodies here to cap this B point.
Well, they're going to put up some time, and they're probably going to send someone forward. See the 2 soldiers going quite aggressively. Devilman comes in. Fup is going to be able to take down at least one. No, actually gets taken down by Tarkus. Nice DM. Junner comes in and kicks him down. And now it's a soldier and medic for soldier and medic.
Yeah, if they didn't lose that demo man, they could probably go
nice
in, but they've also lost one of their soldiers there. So actually Crackland are going to be able to cap this point. They've got 2 scouts sitting on there. Quarantine just have to be careful not to lose too many players here, because otherwise Crackland are just going to be able to walk over into their last point.
And look at that, BeaVerN takes down Paul, so that is one important kill. Not so much for this point, but
if I was Crackland now, I'd still push with those players. You've got 5 players alive, even if you haven't got a medic. You could seriously disrupt them. And now Crackland moving in. Demoman actually gets a shot on the way up there, so they're trying to do what they can. But if they get enough kills here, their medic's going to be spawned. I mean, they could even just win this outright. They've got 1 scout dancing around. He's going for the medic now. Just a couple more shots. Uber's been forced, so that's going to put the Uber advantage in favour of Crackland, ready for the next push. And it was worth it. Yeah,
definitely worth it. Now Paul has a nice 30% Uber advantage. And yeah, like you say, it doesn't matter if you don't have your medic, if you don't have the Uber. It's all about the defending team, right? Because if you lose everyone, they can't recap, so you can just recycle, go in again. Try again, try again. That's why the crit streak is so popular on the last point, because you can recycle quicker.
The thing is, the strategy of crit streak, very, very viable, of course. Oh, now Crackland have their Uber. They've actually popped it really early. It was kind of forced by Jonda there. And they're going to be pushing up, and well, Quarantine don't have anywhere near their Uber. They are sitting back. Now this could play into Quarantine's favour if their medic doesn't go down now to this soldier. Medic gets the Uber, so he has Ubered. This is going to allow their teams to push up, and the reason why I said that was going to play into their advantage was because they're almost forced to hold their Uber because they haven't yet got it. And if they did have their Uber, you would have thought that they would have popped it a lot earlier, and you might have had a more even fight. But because they were forced to delay their Uber, it meant they could come in with a fresh Uber versus no Uber time left and just annihilate them there.
Yeah, it seems like they're trying to change that, and medic BeaVerN is probably gonna get taken down. I mean, a lot of players are at B point. Talking a bit about that, I mean, are they just on the B point because of BeaVerN, or are they actually gonna try and push onto C? Because you can almost always see team pushing from A point.
Yeah, it's A kind of allows a more wider angle. You're not all looking in the same direction. I'm wondering if they've got any players. Doesn't look like they've got anyone. Yeah, they have got 1 scout over on the A to C side, but the majority of them are going through B, and there's no time to change that. So in they go with the Uber, sending a lot of their players up on the point. Counter Ubers been popped as well. They've jumped up on the point also, and Quarantine. A lot of players on the floor here. They really need their Demo Man to get some damage up here, but the Demo Man for Crackland is walking up on the point. Scout's got a lot of time. And Crackland taking that 8 minutes 34 seconds.
Alright, well, let's see how Quarantine can do. Because 8 minutes and 34 seconds is not really a time you're aiming for. You're aiming for about, say, 5 minutes. Say anything below 5 minutes is a fine time.
Yeah, I mean, I'd agree, but I think 8 minutes is still a decent enough time.
It's doable. It's not horrible. It's not like 10 minutes. Like 10 minutes is like you gotta hold everything for so long. You gotta hold like B for so long. You gotta hold C for so long. 8 minutes is still doable.
I think with an 8-minute time, 8.5-minute time I should add, then you can almost afford to lose B on the second push would be ideal, but first push you could and still hold C. But if you're asking to hold C for like 7 minutes or so, then it's pretty unlikely they will eventually break you down. So at 8 minutes, it's an interesting time for us. It means a few pushes can be failed. And well, now we're going to see how Crackland do on the defense.
Yeah, seems like they are going to go for the sentry. Nothing surprising there. That's what they've been running yesterday as well.
Now see, there's two ways to play with that sentry really. You can use it either to force the Uber out, and then you run away with your Uber, or you can use your Uber into their Uber, and then have the sentry to cover you on the retreat. Right,
but it seems like they've already been Ubered, and their sentry is down. So this is actually going really good for Quarantine.
I mean, it kind of is, but that sentry, the engineer's still up. It's before Quarantine make that push. It should be at least level 2, as long as the engineer doesn't mess around too much. And well, yeah, I guess the positive that they can take is that they have forced the Crackland Uber.
Yeah, that's all you need.
The thing is, Gravelpit's a bit different to the standard capture point maps. If you've got a 50% advantage, it might not even be enough, because, I mean, look at this already. 70% of their Uber, they're not going to get anywhere near that medic until they've killed that sentry gun. Sentry gun's now gone down. Quarantine have popped their Uber 85%, and, I mean, they can afford to fall out of the point and just come back in with that Uber.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they're going to do, pushing through that left-hand side. Demoman of not Red Shot, Fop even is forced to try and do what he can. Doesn't manage to do much, and Crackland are going to manage to hold.
Yeah, it does force that Uber, but I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. Yeah, Crackland do start building about the same time, so they're going to have about equal Ubers. And still Royze on the engineer, so it's going to be level 3 before they get 100%.
I mean, yeah, it should be. They might send some players in to come and suicide, because they would have had time if they sent them now. I think it might be a bit too late for that. Crackland's engineer did go down, so it's not going to be... Oh, and his dispenser also went down, so he might struggle to get it up in time. But yeah, on this map, Uber advantages, it's only literally if you've killed their medic and you have 100% Uber and you make a push then, that it's really going to come into play. 50% isn't really enough of an Uber unless you're very, very... So in this case, the Ubers are pretty much even, so we're just going to have an Uber versus Uber fight. Does look like Quarantine are pushing in from the top. They have forced both Ubers, actually their one was later, so great job there by Knutsson.
Yeah, it seems
forcing
like
the players back.
Ultied a bit less, getting a nice midi right there onto the soldiers. Tarkus gets taken down. Medic is cut off, but they regroup again, and now soldiers are jumping in on Red Shark. Red Shark gets taken down. Seems like Quarantine is in a really, really good positioning, right? But there's a level 1 sentry down at that rocks.
That sentry is actually going to be quite key, even if it just wastes a few of those rockets. That soldier's going to have to reload, and well, it wasn't so key actually, because most of their players were dead and couldn't really back it up.
The scout came in from the side, which, you know, couldn't see. That Tarkus is still up. He's going to try and ninja at least one player. Try and go from behind. Let's see what he can do. I think he got spotted right there. Yeah, Demon's on. Does get out, no problem. Royze is going Pyro for the Spire. What's your opinion on Pyro and Spire?
Favorite strategy by a mile. I really like the Pyro on there. The only issue can be ammo. I mean, for the attacking team, almost the best thing. Oh, Uber's been forced actually. Quarantine having to push in really aggressively here. Pyro does go down almost immediately, so that strategy didn't really work out for them. Actually, Quarantine got so many players up on the point. Only the Demoman's even going to be able to get up here, and well, where even is he? He's jumping up there now, but he's got a lot to do.
Ooh,
he has
nice
done some of it,
kill.
though, taking him down, and
yeah, it
wow,
just
excellent.
Kritzonite. It just Kritzonite. Look at all those weak plays. Tarkus and Red Shark both at 39. MatnuN also very, very weak, but they all get up. And
yeah, Red Shark with a 3 kill there and defending the capture point. He was the only one who could really get up. A soldier can get up, but with 4 rockets, he's going to struggle to kill them all. But Red Shark made the jump count there and managed to hold on, and that would have lost them half time.
yeah, well, it seems like Kritzonite has switched to crits. So the usual Gravelpit attack strategy, really. They're gonna have it about the same time. There's gonna be you know, a small gap where they're gonna have it, but that's not what it's for, right? It's just to pop that Uber, get out of it, and then build hard.
You know, I think Crackclan anticipated this without even having seen the medic. And I just saw a sniper dot actually. I'm just trying to see where that was.
Yeah, BeaVerN.
But yeah, I think Crackclan did anticipate this by putting that sentry gun there. The problem is that their engineer's gone down and they really need another sentry up before the next crits push comes in. However, I'm not even sure if they're going to need this. A few of their players are getting hurt a lot on the floor. We have a soldier up on the point. Sniper comes in, gets a shot.
Yeah, and actually a lot of players are down. It just blew up, and that means they're going to take this first round in this best of 3. And a nice play by Quarantine.
Yep, Quarantine doing well there. I guess it's ABBA, so we are going to see them swap teams. I was just confirming that. Yep. That's what they're going to do. So we will see Quarantine attacking again. Is it attacking? No. Yeah. Yeah,
no. Quarantine is going to be attacking again.
Okay.
Always got to do a few reload HUD schemes. That's the most important.
That was why I was confused. I was looking at there and I realized all of the players on my screen were blue. Yeah.
That's so weird. It's so weird, but doesn't matter. Just type in that command, fixes all your problems.
Another that's CL. Wait, what's it? HUD underscore reload scheme for anyone who's on Source TV and wants to reload the little spectator HUD at the top. Another tip for your Source TV viewers: if you change your interp CL underscore interp to 0.1, it will appear smoother. That is if you have a custom interp set for, say, your soldier plays. So just if that helps anyone. And so now the round is going to be starting. Quarantine on the attack. Sticky's over on the A side now, blind-detted by ReveraL, who is, I believe, sitting over at B.
Yeah, he's sitting over B together with soldier Tarkus. Actually, look at that B. Look at that sentry positioning. This is very odd. I think I've only seen it once or twice, maybe.
I like the sentry placement for the reason that if the demo jumps up onto the roof, it gets a lot of damage over onto him, and actually the soldier took the bullets for him there. The sentry gun, it can easily be picked off from the side, but it's more of a temporary solution. They do have the dispenser up, they can always move that sentry, which is what he tried to do, but he got hit by a roller, and him and the sentry both got taken down. Yeah, crucially the engineer went down there. The sentry placement isn't bad. As I said, it serves its purpose.
Right. But if
just a temporary thing.
If you want to have it for that purpose, wouldn't it be smarter to have it a bit further down the slope? I'm just theory crafting here because I haven't actually seen it used.
I mean, basically they're using it as protection for their medic and nothing more, because their medic was in that corner. The only vulnerability would have been if a sniper had have come out of the long bit and could have, well, sniped up. The sentry's not going to reach them. Most of their players are relying on that sentry as well, but it stops jumpers from getting over onto them. Anyway, it does look like Quarantine are coming in with their Uber. Counter Uber has been popped again. There's only a medic and a demo man in here, actually. Soldier's sitting up top. He's going to see if he can lean over and just get that sentry down. Does manage to do so with the help of his soldier over at the C exit. And Crackman looking like they're in a bit of trouble here, really.
Yeah, they're just getting swarmed.
Deathmatch of BeaVerN is just annihilating them at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, and a nice sticky right there from Phil. Gets a lot of damage. Just scout versus man who can take it down. Sticky gets played on a weird spot, but ReveraL gets taken down. It's just Tarkus. He's going to be moving up onto the point. Or he's going to try and get that medic. He's jumping up. Let's see if he can find someone. Misses the first rocket, misses the second one, and Fug just takes him down.
It was a good effort. I mean, why not? But I think Crackland do have time to come in and defend this point. They hadn't got any time on it, and that soldier and scout combo did delay getting that time on the point. The question is, if they lose their demo man here, which they did do, that's pretty much the push over. I don't think they're going to be able to get back in and defend and, well, attack it.
Plus,
which puts it in favour of Quarantine.
Yeah, plus they also have a pretty big Uber disadvantage, more than, you know, about 40%. And now Uber is getting popped right there, already going in, don't even have the point capped. Going to be going very aggressive. Let's see if they can. They're going to go straight for the medic. Seems like Demo Man is trying to, but Scout is on him. Medic and soldier on top. Demo Man jumps up. Kritzonite gets it taken down, but John Dare is doing a nice job. Let's see if he can cap it. And actually, it seems like pretty much everyone has been killed off right there. It's a very, very quick round right there. 2 minutes and 52 seconds.
Yeah, this is asking a lot from Crackland. pretty much a soldier just sat on the top there, and only ReveraL was, well, he was the only one to jump up. He did manage to knock the demo man off at the point. But yeah, there was just one soldier sitting up there, and only ReveraL reacted to it. The rest of them were just kind of messing around on the floor.
Yeah.
And yeah, someone on Source TV said that 2 minutes 52 is a ridiculously fast time.
Yeah, it is ridiculous. Anything below 3 minutes really is really, really quick. And well, you saw it, like they pretty much only, I think, lost one push, and then really went on really quickly for the re-push onto from B to C. So really, really nice job there by Quarantine.
Now the thing is that you can play this into your advantage, knowing that the time that you've got to beat, they can effectively attack both points at the same time. There's not going to be time for suiciding soldiers in to kill medics. You're going to have to commit to one of the points right off the bat, and I think it looks like Crackland are going to send pretty much all of their players towards A.
Yep.
And just get that capped as quick as possible, just to minimise the time. And well, no, they're not really doing it. I would have thought they'd send all of their players onto the A point. Maybe once it's half capped, start pushing through, ready for your next attack. But yeah, well, Quarantine just sitting defending their B point.
Yeah.
And which way are Crackland going from?
Seems like they're gonna go through B. A medic is still in spawn, so he's just waiting. Send some suiciders in. Soldier gets midi by Knutsson. Knutsson does get taken out by the combo of Tarkus and ReveraL. But
ReveraL does get taken down though.
Same goes for Tarkus.
Well, yeah, it's a lot of time that's being wasted. I mean, are they relying on taking both of these with just a single push?
They have to.
I think if they had committed right off the bat, then they'd probably have got 2, maybe 3 pushes in total to cap both of the maps, but they're just leaving it to like one flying lap, as you'd call it in Formula 1. And so they're having to push out now with just 3 of their players. Counter move has been popped. There's nowhere to retreat. Tarkus gets air-shotted. Great shot by Jondar there. And it does look like ReveraL also really, really weak, trying to survive. He is sitting in that little house. Scout doesn't manage to reach around and get him, and actually they're cleaning up a lot of the players here.
Yeah,
they've still got their scouts alive. If they can keep both of these scouts alive, they'll also be able to get a lot of time on this point. Now, Quarantine probably need to fall back with their players, at least for now.
Yeah.
Because if they lose a couple more, they might struggle here and would be on for a very close game.
Yeah, they were in a really, really bad position right there. But they managed to get out of it with minimal losses. Soldier jumping up, trying to take down the enemy. Does take down Fup. That's a great kill right there. But Kritzonite is still up. He has a 90% Uber. 60 seconds remaining. It's actually going to be very, very close, even capping B. It's going to be very hard for them.
They're not getting B here. Their scouts pushed up. Their scouts needed to really get some time on that point and have their combo support them forward, but their combo was just nowhere to be found.
Yeah,
and so they won't get any initial time.
And Paul has been taken down as well. It's looking very bleak for them. I think it's almost mathematically impossible to take this. They need to get like 6 people onto the point. But let's see what they're gonna be doing. They're just getting picked up one by one. ReveraL going for sniper. Tarkus getting taken on right there. MatnuN just getting blasted out of the air. It just get held up by so many people. ReveraL does get a nice kill onto Knutsson. Medic gets taken out. Uber is being popped. They're running into their spawn. Flop takes a double kill onto Royze and ReveraL. 7 minutes remaining. This game is definitely over. Really nice play there by Quarantine. Gotta give him a huge shout out. And yeah, this has been VanillaTV ABC Tuesdays. What is your man of the match, Acid?
You know, it's difficult. The man of the entire match, I'm actually gonna say it's probably Fup from Quarantine. I think that he played not so much a very loud role. He wouldn't have been noticed so much, but he was pretty key and pretty consistent throughout the whole game.
Alright, fair enough. I don't actually know. There were a lot of different players. No one really stood out for me. So I'm just gonna do the cop out and say, yeah, I agree with you.
Nice.
Such a cop out, but that doesn't matter because this has been ABC Tuesdays. Of course, the B in the equation has been missing, but I've been Comedian. Joining me has been Acidrenix, and join us next week for our next edition.
Good night, guys. See you later.
Good night. Oh, of course, this has been Quarantine versus Crackland. We're just going 2-0 on the second map.
Probably should mention that, yeah.
Should mention definitely that because these two teams are doing a fantastic job. And wish them all the luck in ETF2L. Alright, good night.